So just to expand a little bit more on average rate of change. Average rate of change. We talked about it being slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And now what we're going to do right quick is we're going to reintroduce function notation. So remember function notation. And in function notation, we said that y equals f of x, right? You know that this was our x value. Oops. That this right here was our x value. And so f of x as a whole was going to be the y value. So we're going to use that here when we talk about slope, when we talk about average rate of change. Talk about slope or average rate of change. But instead of saying y2, we're going to say f of x2. And instead of saying y1, we're going to say f of x1. Now, when I was learning all this, it actually took me several years to realize that these two equations were the exact same thing. But they are. These two equations are the exact same thing, but this one's in function notation, and this one is in regular notation. Okay, so don't get this confused. This isn't new stuff. This is the exact same stuff you've been doing. We're just packaging it differently to test your knowledge of it, to see how well you know it. Because if we can show it to you 30 different ways and you get it every time, then we know for sure that you know it. All right. So you're going to have some problems that look like this. They'd say, find the average rate of change. And I'm not going to write that out. The average rate of change find the average rate of change for f of x equals x cubed minus 2x minus 6 from x equals negative 2 to x equals 3. So in order to do that, we're going to start off with our formula. Average rate of change equals f of x2 minus f of x1 over x2 minus x1. All right? So we can just label these. I'll call this one my x1 and x2. So what I've really got is f of x2 minus f of x1 all over x2 minus x1, right? Got it? So this is what we're looking for. So what we really have now is my average rate of change is going to be f of 3 minus f of negative 2 all over 3 plus 2, or 5. Now here's a caution. Okay? Notice that f of 3, let me actually write it over here. Where can I have some space? I'll just put it over here. Caution. F of 3 minus f of negative 2, that's not equal to f of 3 plus f of 2. Okay, you can't do this. You have to evaluate, you must evaluate this first. You can't evaluate this first. You can't pull the negative out. You've got to absolutely stick with it. So don't ever, if you never even would have thought of doing this, pretend I never said anything. You have to work this out. There's no shortcuts. No shortcuts. So my advice to try to, make sure that you don't do anything goofy is to work each one of these out separately. So remember, we have f of x is equal to x cubed minus 2x minus 6. And we need, according to our formula, we need f of 3 and we need f of negative 2. Okay? So that means everywhere we see an x, we put a 3 minus 2 times 3 minus 6. So 3 cubed is 27. So that gives us 15. All right, now we're going to be careful and use our parentheses so we don't do something goofy. Negative 2. We got negative 2 cubed is negative 8. Good job. Plus 4 minus 6. So we got negative 8 minus 2, negative 10. All right. Now I'm going to take these values and I'm going to plug them back in up here. Okay, so I've got my average rate of change again is f of 3 minus f of negative 2 over 5. So I can just plug those in directly. So I've got f of 3 is 15, f of negative 2 is negative 10 over 3. And this is going to run off the page again. So 15 plus 10 over, I can't write, over 5. So that's going to be, still going to run off the page. So that's going to be 25 over 5 or 5. Got it? So the average rate of change is going to be 5. And that's all there is to it.